Hey, what's up, solar family? How are you? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. And in this video, I want to show you how you can earn $5,000 a month part-time in the solar industry. So if you've been looking for a side gig, maybe you've been, driving Uber or maybe Uber Eats or any other transportation type of business, then this video is for you, right? Or even if you've been thinking about transitioning into solar, this video is for you as well, right? But before I dive into it, if you haven't booked your solar strategy call yet, make sure you book your call, especially if you want to dive in deeper, you want to get started in the solar industry, or you're a roofing or home improvement contractor and you want to add solar to your book of business. Make sure you book that call. It's going to be a pop-up right above this video. So let me go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so to be fully transparent, the results I'm going to share with you are our students' results, and that's the data that we've collected. And I'm not guaranteeing you they're going to be making $5,000 a month. You may make more or make nothing at all. But what I'm going to share with you are our students' results and what's working for us in our training, right? So I want to be fully transparent with you. So let me debunk the myth right now that, you know what, I need sales experience to get started in the solar industry, right? Even though that I use selling as a word, right, during these videos, you're not necessarily selling anything to a homeowner. Because at the end of the day, the homeowner can install a solar system and there's no upfront cost to the homeowner. So we're technically not selling anything. But what we are doing is educating homeowners about the value of going solar. So with that said, you don't need any type of sales experience. For example, we have folks from Amazon, realtors, home improvement contractors, water filtration, teachers, you name it. And these folks are getting into solar from every industry. They want to earn extra income, right? And eventually transition into solar. But again, you don't need any sales experience to get started. So with that said, you're gonna need at least 16 hours a week back into the solar industry, right? To basically grow your micro business. Because you're gonna need time for training, marketing, and obviously sales, right? You have to get in front of homeowners to close deals. So you're probably telling yourself right now, dude, James, I don't think I got 16 hours, right? But I honestly feel that you can find 16 hours out of your whole entire week. Whether that's 4 hours, in 4 days, or, maybe in the weekends, 8 hours a day on a Saturday and Sunday, because you're gonna focus and put time into things that are important to you. So the worst excuse that you can make for yourself right now is, I don't have time. Because I honestly feel that we're gonna invest time to what's important to us, right? For example, my faith is important, so I go to church. My kids are important, so I spend time with them, I play with them. My wife is important, so we go to date night. And also my business is important as well, right? Because at the end of the day, I'd rather put in time in my business to grow my business so I can have more time, rather than putting in time and trading dollars to grow somebody else's business so the business owner can get rich so they can spend more time with their friends, their family, and take more vacations, right? So instead, make sure that you're investing in yourself so you can have more time, more freedom to do things with the people you love doing it with. And what you're also gonna need to start earning a $5,000 a month part-time in the solar industry is you're gonna need training. Right? You're gonna need a proven sales methodologies to close these deals at a really, really high rate. You're also gonna need training on how to analyze an electric bill. So when you do get an electric bill, you're gonna know how to design the system based on their current usage. And lastly, as far as training, you're gonna need to know how to use the software on how to design a solar system based on the energy usage that you calculated. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be able to use that software to add panels on the most efficient areas of their home. So those are the 4 things that you need training on so you can get started in the solar industry. So not only do you need training, you're also gonna need an installation partner, right? So what I mean by that is you're gonna need somebody to install the solar system. And ideally, that installation partner should be a national solar company, right? Because you don't want to be using different software for this company, a different software for that company, because it's not a national company. So make sure when you're looking into installation partners that they're a nationwide company, because you don't want to have to use different softwares because that company can only service your local market. All right, so hopefully you're still with me, right? And I know it can get overwhelming, and I know there's a learning curve here. But the great thing is, if you guys want to dive in deeper, make sure you book your solar strategy call. We're going to help you cut that learning curve significantly. So let me keep going. So you're also going to need a way to generate leads, right? Because there's a marketing aspect and there's a sales aspect. So there are a few ways to generate leads. The most popular way, which is the most cost-effective way, is to go knock on doors, right? And again, it may not be the most sexiest way to generate a lead, but if you don't have money to invest into like ads and generating leads online, then you're gonna have to do the traditional door knocking, right? But again, the great thing is if you have a proven door-to-door pitch, it makes it a whole lot easier, right? Because in this industry, you don't wanna be winging it. Because a lot of folks that are jumping in the solar industry, they're like, you know what, I got like 20 years of car sales experience. I can wing it. I can do it on my own. And that's the worst thing that you can do, is try to wing it yourself and try to reinvent the wheel over again. There is a proven way on how to generate leads at the door at a very, very high rate. Right? If you try to do it yourself, especially if you never knocked on a door in your whole life, you're gonna have a high likelihood of quitting, right? Because when I first got started, it was the worst thing ever for me, right? To go knock on doors, right? But it's one of those things that I had to overcome the fear, but I had a proven door-to-door pitch to help me with overcoming some of those fears, right? So again, that's the most popular way to generate leads, is knocking doors. So there's other traditional ways to generate leads as well, right? Like setting up a table at a farmer's market or at Leslie Pools, or joining a BNI, network, right? There's numerous ways to generate leads for absolutely free or minimal costs. But eventually, right? Eventually, when you start making income in the solar industry, you're gonna start, taking a percentage of the money that you're making and reinvest that back into marketing. So you don't have to necessarily continue to knock on doors or do these traditional marketing activities, right? But that's how you're gonna be able to generate leads absolutely free without investing your finances. And finally, what you're gonna do with all that knowledge, from the time commitment to the training that you need to the lead generation sources, you're gonna be able to sit down and educate the homeowner about their solar options. And the great thing is, after your presentation, once the homeowner sees the value of going solar, now you're making an amazing commission in the solar industry, right? All right, so that's how you can start making $5,000 a month in the solar industry. And I know that sounded a little overwhelming, but the great thing is, if you want it simple and you want to cut the learning curve significantly, make sure you book your solar strategy call right above this video and book that call, right? Because if you try to do it yourself, you can be spending months, right? And a lot of money on trying to do this all yourself. We have a proven system that's gonna help you significantly cut the learning curve, right? From training to finding a installation partner, we have that all for you. So again, if you want to significantly cut the learning curve, whether you're just getting started or you're a roofing and home improvement contractor, make sure you book that solar strategy call. It's gonna be a pop-up right above the video. Other than that, before you take off, make sure you click subscribe so you get all my updated tips and tricks as soon as I release them, and have an amazing day. Peace.